You are listening to the Urban Sports Scene. I'm Wole and I'm joined by my co-host, Ray Jeezy. And also, you can check us out at www.urbansportscene.com. What's going on, Ray Jeezy?
Hey, you know what it is, bro. We hear the streets talking, so we had to hop in on this discussion.
Yeah, we
The urban
did.
sports scene, we in the boxing. And our homie, Gary Antoine Russell, he was in the building. He mean business when he pulling up the fight. So
You
look out
told
for
me
him
that.
in the future, fam.
I know
He
you told me
he
that.
was in the building. He was doing
Yeah.
interviews with everybody. He was like, you don't usually come out. He was like, nah, but I'm making my hit list. I was like, that's what's up, young killer.
No, you told me, and I was like, well, we'll get into it too. I think he'll be part of the discussion anyway, to be honest with you, in terms of a topic. But yeah, once you said he ain't on me there, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Yeah, people ranked him like number 6.
He gets
On the
disrespected.
on the in terms of top 140 pounders, they rank Gary Antoine number 6.
Yeah.
I'm like, and they got Haney all the way down to 7 now because of that loss.
For
But
real?
we'll discuss all that, man. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Nah, it's well, yeah, we'll definitely discuss that. But that's real disrespectful though. I ain't gonna hold you. That's very disrespectful. But
You can't
before
have a loss in this era, bro. It's so frustrating. We got
it
we
is,
got we
but
got to get started though. Hey,
like Ray mentioned, this is a special show. It's our boxing show. We're referring to the fight, the big fight with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, the upset. But we'll get all into it. But just pretty much will be like the aftermath. But before we get into all that, let me get to the particulars. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Tune In, and iHeartRadio. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. Make sure you subscribe to the Urban Sports Scene YouTube channel as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the red subscribe button and like this video.
hey, don't forget to hit us up on X at Urban Sports Scene. I know y'all checking in on X right now. Also, check us out on IG and Facebook at Urban Sports Scene. And also, like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. And while you're on Facebook, if you're there, sorry about that. But if you're there, search sports podcasters, Urban Sports Scene, sports podcasters, sports bloggers, and sports debates. Appreciate the love, fam.
Oh, we definitely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into our tradition, the pregame. Here's what we have on tap. We'll talk about Ryan Garcia shocking the boxing world, defeating WBC junior welterweight champion Devin Haney Saturday night. All right, before we talk about this, let's introduce our guest. First, we have host of Live with Light Skin Lou, our homie Lou Peterson. What's going on, Lou?
What's up? What's up, champ? How you feeling? I'm coming through the door swinging. What's up, my guys?
Hey, we are good, bro. And finally, we got the homie Jermayne Adams from the Adams Boxing Show. What's going on, Jermayne?
How y'all doing, man? What's up, Lou? What's up, Ray?
What's up, champ? How you doing?
It's
going on,
2v2 tonight, my man Lou. Even the odds, man. Let's do this, Lou. We got representatives.
And we on the same side too. That's funny.
Hey, you ain't lying. Look at it. The Lord works in mysterious ways, bro.
Yes, he does. Hey, Ray, let's kill him tonight, champ.
You already know. You already know.
Hey, but listen, my bad. Hey, it's on me now, bro.
Yeah.
I got to hold it down for us. Hey, appreciate you brothers joining us. Hey, y'all remember when last time we was with Jermaine? It was the last Showtime show in DC when we seen Gary Antoine Russell get that knockout at MGM National Harbor. Hopefully PBC comes back. Just mention that, by the way. But two dope platforms, man. Glad y'all joined us tonight.
Yes,
and as
facts.
we mentioned Saturday night, Ryan Garcia shocked everybody. He seemed like he kind of got his mental health back in order to a degree. You know what I mean? But 3 knockdowns, dominating performance. I know he missed weight. Fellas, what did y'all think about the performance? Lou, I'm going to start with you. What was going through your mind while you was watching Devin Haney take that first loss in his professional career?
I was like, oh my God. I was like, he getting his ass handed to him. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Keep it a buck, bro. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
And honestly, I was a little happy about it because his father talks so much trash, man. And they do all this comparison with Floyd and all these other great fighters, and he's not that guy. So in my mind, to answer your question, Ray, I was like, man, he just outclassing him. It's like Devin Haney just lost his game plan. It was almost like when we play basketball, dude cross you up, you're gonna try to get him back.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
He spent a lot of time trying to get back, and he abandoned the game plan. So for me, what was going on through my mind, it was so much stuff going on. I picked Devin Haney to win.
Yeah, a lot of us did though.
I just thought that he had I just think Devin Haney's a more skilled fighter than Ryan Garcia, because like what Tank said, Ryan Garcia still makes the same mistakes that he made in the amateurs. So I thought with Devin Haney, with his high IQ and his boxing ability, that he would be able to, exploit it and just run through Garcia. But I was shocked.
Mhm.
I was shocked to answer your question. What was going on through my mind? So much stuff, but to make the simple, I was shocked. I was shocked.
Jermaine.
Man, the first round, man, that gave me like Marcus McDonough, Adrian Broner type vibe.
I like that.
With that
Buck with
hook,
his legs.
man, like Lou, man, I had Haney going in as well, like most people did. But that first round really, like, I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be a long night, because I didn't expect him to get tagged up that early.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But overall, man, I give Ryan his credit. I thought Devin started winning some rounds after that first round, but it seemed like he got too stationary, man. He wasn't moving enough. I think he tried to fight the wrong fight, man. I agree with a lot of what Lou was saying, man, but I'm just still in shock, man. This is the biggest upset I've seen in a little while.
So you know the saying, everybody has a plan till you get hit in the mouth. And I
Mm.
felt like Haney, his jab has been so effective in fights, especially against Kambosos. I said, even if he gets rocked, I think he won't abandon that. At least I think he'll continue to fight behind his jab. But hey, everything went out the window, and that's kind of on his pops, right?
Ooh.
To some degree, man. At the end of the day, Ray, your coaches give you instructions, but you're out there.
Mhm.
You know that Ryan Garcia has a devastating left hook. Tank Davis stayed away from that left hook all night long. He later said that's the hardest he's ever been hit. So knowing all of this, he shares some blame in that. He shares some blame. It goes both ways, man. I mean, coaches, maybe they could have emphasized a little more to him, telling him to stay away from the left hook, move around a little bit, stick to the game plan, because sometimes fighters get out there and there be so much trash talk. You want to go out there and just get it off. But you got to have that coach. I don't know if I didn't look in the corner and see what Bill was telling him or how hard he was emphasizing it to him. But at the end of the day, the fighter is out there fighting. So he shares a little responsibility in that.
I want to piggyback off of what Lou said, because I'm glad he brought the Tank fight. I wonder if some of these fighters, do they go back and look at a previous fight? Did he go back and look at what Tank was running? Because you easily could have took some of that game plan and just use that. I wonder, do these guys be like, nah, I'm not going to do what he did. That's just a different fight. I'm just going to implement my own game plan. Because if he's doing the same exact thing and Devin has his high IQ, why didn't he just take some of that and then use his own with that? So I'm a little confused on that.
Also, Devin said in the lead up, Ryan is the same fighter for the amateurs. And of course, they fought 6 times. So if he's the same fighter, then you would think he would have been prepared. So, like I said, I think he was shocked. He said that though in his post-fight interview. He said, I was more surprised and hurt, although that was a lie, because he was clearly hurt. After the first knockdown, I thought he was done. And Ryan did say, you know what, they should have stopped it then. Clarissa Shields said they should have stopped it. There was multiple people saying stop the fight because he just looked like he never regained his legs, his equilibrium. But
his father said I was listening to him.
That ref did a great job, like saving him. He did a great job saving him.
He did. That was borderline.
That was borderline something.
Man, if
that was
Doc
borderline
is
something.
turning that corner, man, that's one of the best refs we got.
Well, Harvey Doc, I was shocked.
Yeah, because I don't know what that was.
But like number one, he took the point. Usually, a great referee in a big magnitude fight like this, they'll give you a fair warning. Like, hey, cut that shit out, and it's whatever. But he just went straight to taking the point and pushing Devin Haney over to the side. It's like he was protecting his young or something, man.
Yeah,
it's ugly, man.
Yeah, that definitely was alarming. I think they're going to go back and review the tape on Harvey Doc on that one.
Harvey Doc been on the dock getting that money. That's what that was. That's what that was about.
I felt like the whole broadcast was kind of tailored for Haney. That's what I felt like. Chris Mannix said that Haney was ahead. Even Mike Coppinger said that Devin Haney was ahead. And I'm like, how? What are we watching the same fight? He took some early rounds though.
Making predictions before the fight. They was on the pre-fight making predictions. You don't really see broadcasters make those type of predictions like that, and they was just stern with it too. Like, I guess Sergio Moore was like, I got Haney by stoppage. The other was like, no, I got Haney by decision. And this is like, these are the guys that are gonna be calling it. It's not like some sideshow analysts that just get opinions. These are the guys that's actually going to be talking during the fight.
Yeah. But
Hey,
this what I don't
Jermaine, you see the comment?
understand. This what I don't understand, y'all. Okay, all these guys making these predictions. Do they ever go back and watch the box rec? Devin Haney ain't knocking nobody out in like 10 fights.
That's
man.
what I be trying to. That's
Come on,
what
man.
bruh. You go ahead.
Come
You saying
on.
it for? You say that's the thing. Like it's wild. So I get what everybody's talking about with Devin Haney and sticking to the game plan. The only person I feel like who has like limit, like right now, doesn't show that he has vicious power, but sticks to his game plan. That's why I think he's just so trill. It's Shakur. I think Shakur is like the one that sticks to the game plan. Nobody flusters him. No one makes him get out of what he wants to do. Right. But you watch Devin Haney at times where we've seen him against Lara when he took that shot. Like sometimes he thinks that he's bigger than somebody, and it's like, all right, I can knock this dude out, knowing that he's way better when he fights behind his jab. He's just a better boxer. But there are times where he thinks that he has more power than you would think he should think that. So to me, I think that when I watch Haney, I feel like he doesn't naturally at times fight his fight. Now, I think he's an awesome boxer. I think in terms of his boxing game, his ability is great. But I think you can lure him into a place where Ryan Garcia lured him to. Like, I'm not surprised that he felt comfortable to try to trade punches with Ryan Garcia. I'm not surprised at that because to me, he's shown that track record of, you know what, I'm skilled enough to still beat this dude. I don't gotta be worried about. I don't have to worry about his power. I think he's shown that track record.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, just one thing that these fighters, sometimes get caught up into. They get caught up into their own agenda instead of following the game plan. They get caught up in he caught me because, man, when Ryan caught him, Devin is instantly like he went on, like the next round, he went on the attack to try to get that money back.
Yeah, exactly.
He abandoned his game plan.
That's how you know Ryan's power is different, though, because Linares caught him and Jojo Diaz caught him a few times.
Yes, exactly.
But he stuck with his game plan. But Ryan had a
different power.
Lomachenko caught him too.
Yeah, Lomachenko caught him. Exactly. Which again, it's different when it's different because Ryan Garcia, regardless of what folks think of him as a boxer, his power is different. That's always been a thing. That, like you said, Lou, that left hook, even Tank knew. I'm gonna try to avoid
said
that.
It though. I was looking at an interview earlier today. Tank said it. He said that's the hardest he's been hit. He said he's been one of the toughest opponents. He said because it's so fast.
Yeah,
and his delivery is so fast. He said he's one of the hardest times. He said he's the hardest he's ever been hit. In his life, pretty much.
But don't you think that's weird for especially Ryan Garcia, because he fought him so many times in the amateurs, like not to kind of like for in terms of Devin, it's weird to say like, all right, you don't know about his power. You fought him like 6 times, all right, bro. Like you fought him 6 times in the amateurs, and for you not to be used to that power, like you should already know, like, all right, I know dude can hit like this, so let me all I gotta do is outbox him. I'm going to win, and I will win this fight. Because you look at other than knockdowns, Devin Haney won the fight. Don't get it twisted. Like I'm not going to put that out. Other than knockdowns, he won the fight.
Yeah, he won the fight, man. But at the end of the day, it's about following the game plan, man. Like I was always curious of how Haney would respond to somebody that his size, like somebody young, because he fought Kambosos, man. And no disrespect towards
everybody
Kambosos.
know what time it is for Kambosos.
I knew he was going to walk with him. And then Regis Pro Ray, he's kind of washed up. Lomachenko is a smaller guy coming up. Right. Fight. I wanted to see how he would do with somebody with some power and somebody with the length and with a skill level like Garcia.
Yeah.
I
kind of want to read this. I want to read this comment from Pearl. He said, "Haney is a crisp point fighter, but he let Ryan execute his game plan, and it was downfall. And it was his downfall. Excuse me. Underestimating him with all the antics. Now he knows.
Yeah,
you agree?
He knows. He knows. I don't know, man. And I know where he's going. And great fighters recover from knockouts. Look at Joshua. He got knocked out by the Snicker. Yeah, he got knocked out by my guy, and he came back. He bounced back. He took John Ruiz. He took a lot of Devin Haney took a lot of punishment, man. If you look at those highlights, I'm talking about he was getting hit flesh. Like it wasn't like it was like a 1-2. It was just like a solid single punch that was catching him. And those are the deadly ones, man. Those are the ones that take about 2 years off your career, man.
Yeah. hard to recover from them type of shots, man. You getting knocked down with them too, man. Staggering. So yeah, I agree, man. That really can take a toll. I'm anxious to see how he come back off that.
Well, that's a good. That's a good
Oh.
question. But in terms of that, in that case, and I'm gonna start with you, Jermaine, because you said it. Like, how does Haney respond from this? I mean, you got knocked down 3 times, and it could arguably be more than that. We count that 7th round. Is this something you think he can come back from? How will he respond?
I think he can. He got to go back in there and really study that tape. I mean, this is going to really show his adjustments going forward. I mean, are you going to come back and fight the same way? Or are you really going to say, look at that tape and say, look, I made these type of mistakes? He need to go back to outside boxing instead of standing in that pocket like that. I don't know how he would fare against certain guys just sitting in that pocket like that. He ain't really got nothing to make nobody go backwards either. You know what I'm saying? His right hand, he really don't have a right hand at all. You know? You see him he threw that at Ryan. That didn't look like it had no wind on it. You know, that left hook he hit Ryan with, I think in the 2nd or 3rd round, that did a little something back Ryan up. But I just never, it's hard to really tell. I really never seen a guy that a right-handed fighter like that just don't have a right hand at all. I don't get it.
Lou, what about you, bro? What do you think?
I think he should first look at the tape, sit down with his dad and his training staff, and just figure out what happened. Why did this happen? How did it happen and why? That's what it start with that. I mean, because the mental part is going to take care of itself. Watching the tape with your camp and just having an understanding of why it happened, and you just go from there. Because if he can find out and be like, you know what, let me give you an example. Let's just say, okay, they look at the tape and they say, well, okay, we can clean this up. This is clean. If you had circled the ring and boxed like we told you to, none of this would have happened. And then from there, I think it will grow in his mind, like, I can get back in there and redeem myself. I think I would start with why and how. That's what I would start with.
I agree.
I'm concerned about the mental piece, fellas. Y'all saw that fake party they had for him, and still. He was the only one that wasn't happy. He was sitting there like I don't care if I'm still the champion or not. I'm hurt. That's the face he had, man. They looked like they were trying to help him keep that aura up, but it's just gone. And the thing is, me and Wole talk like, okay, if he fight Matias, he's too good of a boxer. But now a fighter like Matias looking like, you know what? I'm gonna walk through them pillow punches and I'm gonna knock him out. Gary Antoine Russell was sitting there licking his chops. He called Haney out before the fight. Yeah. But now I'm sure he's looking like, nah, he don't want me. If he can't stop that left hook, and I got much better ring IQ than Ryan Garcia, who didn't train. And everybody called Ryan out for intentionally missing weight. I watched Bozy Ennis, Gary Antoine Russell, Greg Hackett. Like, everybody was saying he missed it on purpose. I'm telling you. And it's like, again, the Haney camp, they didn't see it. The one thing I will give him credit for, and hopefully this helps boxing, is 2 young fighters got in the ring during their prime to fight each other.
Yes, 25 years old. Yes.
To inspire everybody to fight one another and get rid of this. All right, I'm trying to protect my old stuff. Because I want to ask Jermaine about that, because I think that's a big reason why Haney didn't take a risk like this fighting somebody his size before, because he was trying to protect it. But now I'm hoping that it will help boxing overall. What you think?
Yeah.
I think it will.
Definitely will, man. I think it will, for sure. I think it's going to make other guys want to get into these big fights, because you see the big fights is what draws the attention to the sports. I mean, you can fight different guys, the number 7, number 8 ranked guy, but that's not going to make people tune in and watch it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta fight them guys with them names. That's what's going to really put you out there.
And I wonder if the analysts are going to learn from it. Like, I got to call Tim Bradley out because afterwards he's saying, well, I don't care about the outcome. Well, yes, you do. Because when Earl got whooped by Bud, you was out there gloating right after the fight. But now you're like, I don't like him because he's telling me to suck his D. Yeah, he's saying that because of all that you said. You said you would consider retiring if he won. What you expect him to say? Like, I
seen that too.
I do. Do folks agree with this? With Ryan being, didn't make weigh-in. Did Ryan do Devin dirty? I'm gonna start with you, Lou. Do you feel like he did him dirty?
Man, look, Floyd was doing the same thing, man. Okay, now you didn't open up. Let me sit up to my.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
This has been done so many times. You gotta think about Floyd did it like 3 times. You have it one or two ways. I can make the weight, I get in the ring, and I'm a shell of myself. I get knocked out. Y'all gonna clown me. I'm gonna be on every meme on social media. Or I could pay this. What is it? How much money was it?
He paid like 1.3 or something.
Yeah, 1.3, whatever he paid.
1.5.
I take that, but I'll get in the ring and I'll be dominant physically. And he chose to do I was listening to Eddie Hearns earlier today, and one thing he said to me was very important. He said,
"Oh, okay, I got
Devin." He said Devin Haney's camp had a chance to weigh him on Saturday, to weigh Ryan Garcia on Saturday. They didn't do that, so Garcia could have been in the ring at 150, 155.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So no, I don't think he did him dirty. It's about what they let him do.
Yeah,
he got
paid
away with
600
it.
G's. He
No,
paid
I
600.
think it was like 600, like 600. Yeah, it was 600. I think it was 600.
Yeah, that was the undisclosed amount. See, what they handshook on the stage was the 1.5.
Got you.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
because
gotcha.
it wasn't in writing. So the Garcia camp didn't have to honor that. But those who really went in that saying Devin was going to win, they're the only ones that worried about the whole weight. You know what I'm saying? It is a big deal. It's
not a big deal to me.
To weight drain, it is a lot. 3 pounds is a lot.
You know what? If you were really concerned, you wouldn't have took the fight. That's how I look at life. That's how I look at the whole weight situation.
But I think going forward, we might see
that's
guys might not take the fight. If you see a guy that's overweight, you might see that trend with guys, but you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna fight him because we never seen a guy get upset like this for that type of situation.
Well,
like Floyd did it with versus Marquez. Floyd came in overweight, but Floyd won. But everybody expected Floyd to win that anyway.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's the thing that what you just said.
Nobody expected Ryan to win.
Exactly, and that's what happened with Devin. Devin just expected to win. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. The reason why he didn't sweat it because he was like, man, I can still trash this dude. It's wild. I was listening to Roy Jones Jr. on Cam and Mason's pod, and he was talking about it. He was like, dude, I don't care. Like he was like, I don't care, bro. I just expected to win regardless. Like you could do whatever. Like I'm old school. Like dude, I fought a heavyweight. Like I wanted him to be at his best when I fought him. It was up to me to get the weight that I needed to be, but I needed him to be at his best. So I ain't want no excuses from him.
Right.
So whatever his weight was, we was gonna go. We was gonna let it. We was gonna rock. So
my advice to any fighter going forward: if you don't want to do it, just don't do it.
You
gotta deal with the backlash. Eddie Hearns was saying, Jermaine. That's what he was saying.
Did you hear what Regis said though? Regis said that
I heard that
Devin Haney came in at 165. That was a violation of their contract.
Yeah,
he wasn't supposed to come in that heavy, but he said I just want to fight him. So I ain't tripping. And he never said enough after the fight. He congratulated him. He even put on social media, Devin Haney's a special fighter. I took an L, man. I learned from it. But again, like y'all all saying, Devin Haney was such a big favorite that, and that's how Ryan made so much money. If y'all saw that, he bet $2 million on himself, made 15. No, he made 50. My bad, he made 50 million off the fight. That's crazy.
Ryan is like the new hilarious dude of boxing, dog. He's like, I don't know. Ryan,
and did you hear his father? Because I know, Wole, you're going to get to the mental health piece. His father said sometimes that wasn't even alcohol he was drinking. It was apple cider.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They fooled everybody with that.
Man has sparkling cider out there. I can drink.
Ryan's a hustler, bro. He's a hustler.
But at the end of the day, man, just like this. When you get in the ring to swing, you got to be prepared for whatever. So we can sit up here and talk about apple juice, beer, whatever was in that can. He was posted, as long as it wasn't steroids or he was juicing or something. None of that matters. When you get in the ring to swing, you got to be ready for whatever. And at the end of the day, let's just take this. Okay, we're talking about weight, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't think weight had a lot to do with it. It was technique. It was what you wasn't doing.
I agree.
You didn't follow the game plan. He was supposed to be on his toes, in and out, and let Ryan fall into something stupid like Tank did. If you watch that Tank fight with Ryan Garcia, the first couple rounds, everybody was like, oh, they was on their seats like, damn, Tank ain't doing that. Tank was filling them out. He was circling them, staying on his toes, and he walked Ryan Garcia right into something stupid 2 times. And that's all. And Devin Haney don't have the power to do it, but if you consistently do it round for round, and you will break him down, and then
Of
around the
course.
10th or 11th
Good
round,
point.
That's what I tell
Good point.
people.
you
You
know
don't
what I'm
gotta have
saying?
one
You
punch
know,
knock out power. Over time, you keep tagging a person, something gonna happen.
That's what
Yeah.
Shakur
It's
does.
accumulation.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
true.
good
That's
point,
true.
Lou.
Very
Mhm.
good point. George said Ryan Garcia is the new Adrian Broner, except he's actually a capable fighter. Go
Oh.
ahead, bro.
I think that's an insult, bro. Like,
I know it is.
Adrian Broner that fell from grace, man, to be considered the next Floyd. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I gotta wait till Ryan get a belt. You know what I'm saying, for me to
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
he ain't never been a champion yet.
Another comment. A comment from Sen 111506. Ryan is intelligent. Floyd really schooled him on game. Devin used to get that, but his daddy kept badmouthing Floyd.
Yeah. That's my man, Cindy, man.
Oh,
What's
so
up,
yeah.
champ? Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
man.
my man.
He
Yeah,
used to be up Sport Fit too, but that was later after y'all.
for real.
Yeah, y'all might have
Oh,
ran
man.
into him. He used
Oh
to.
man, sports fit crew.
Oh,
That's
he
what
would
I'm talking about.
remember me because I got buckets. So he would know who I
bro,
was.
this dude is
It's
extra,
like, nah,
man.
let me
Why are you
stop
so
playing.
extra? Why?
I'm just joking, man. Hey, Bole, I'll let you. Well, hold up. You want to talk about
No, go ahead. Keep going, bro. You got it.
Okay, so Garcia's next opponent. You see who he called out after the fight. He's calling out Errol right now on social media. If y'all haven't seen that,
Oh,
he
dang.
also talked about Fundora as a potential option.
I heard about Pandora. I've heard about.
He
it.
talked
Yeah, I
about
did
Fundora's
too.
potential. So, I mean, considering he is a draw, let's be real. I'm interested to see what
He a
the
draw.
numbers look like. Considering people like Wole ain't paying. I'm thinking that this is going to bring more attention to Ryan Garcia in terms of him getting a big fight. And one thing I will say about Oscar is he does want to make the big fights. So Jermaine, I'll start with you, bro. What you think is next for Ryan Garcia?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't believe anything Ryan said. I think Ryan just throw a lot of stuff out there that's not even in the plan. I mean, he mentioned Errol Spence and all this type of stuff like that. I don't think that's in the plans at all. I really don't know who he's going to fight. Is he going for a belt, or is he just going to do a non-title fight? That's why I see. Until I know that, I can't even fully say what he's going to do. He's going to go to 147 and challenge you at 147 for a belt. So I really don't know their true plan.
Eddie Hearn offered up boots. Go ahead, Ludo. My bad.
Yeah, I'm like Jermaine. I don't really know, because Ryan if it was somebody like that made sense when they talk, or they just don't be flirting random stuff, I'll be able to say something. But I'm like Jermaine, man. He's just unpredictable. So I really don't know what to do. But I would say Pitbull and Teofimo. It would be somebody in that weight class, because going up to fight Boots and Fandor, that's a whole different. That's just something to say, to have us media and podcasts to talk about. It's good stuff to talk about, but when the rubber needs to meet the road, that fight's not gonna happen, man. I just think the more reasonable fight, you got Pitbull, Teofimo, you got Gary Antoine Russell out there. You got 140 is, if y'all get it, man. I don't know if y'all been looking at the 140. It's a lot of food out there to be served in the 140. So, man, stick to 140, Joe. He should stay in 140 and stay in that zone. Don't go up to the big boys. That's a different level up there, man.
I'm cool with that. As long as it's not Rolly, I don't mind him fighting.
Someone said Rolly. I heard Rolly is option.
That's easy. That's easy.
I've heard that though. They would like that. They both got some social media draw. Like
they do.
They do though, bro.
If you really want people to illegally stream a fight, then you make that matchup happen. I don't think there's nobody in their right mind is gonna pay $80 to watch Rolly.
If Ryan wants to stay in power for a little bit longer, Rolly ain't a bad look. Rolly ain't a bad look.
If you want to avoid real fighters,
if he wants the belt though, definitely Pitbull might be a good matchup, but I'm not convinced he can beat Pitbull for real.
That'd be tough.
I'm not convinced either.
It's supposed to be Terrence Crawford undercard too. I just seen that. So I don't know who he's gonna fight.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be difficult. George said Tank and Shakur been going back and forth at each other on Twitter. I am wondering when that will happen. I'm gonna start with you, Lou. You think that's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think eventually it will, because they're running out of real estate. These guys, they say they don't care about what people say. I think they do, and I think eventually both of them are running out of opponents. I think eventually they're going to meet. I would say probably was it 2024? I say about another year and a half. I said they won't. I say about 2 more fights, 3 more fights. They beating for each other.
Okay.
I really feel like that.
Yeah, I need that Brick City and Baltimore matchup, man. I don't know what they waiting on, man. They the two best in 135 to me. I think after that, then you got your Lomachenkos and all that. But I think it's Tank and Shakur at 135. Ain't no doubt about that. They definitely should run into each other, and it probably will be in that time frame because we don't never get it when we want it. So it probably will be in. It'll be.
I want it now, but I know I ain't gonna get it.
Yeah,
right.
never
we know we ain't gonna get it right now at all.
Hey, Jermaine, holler at your man Ellerby, bro.
Oh, that's my man Live Gate Lenny right there. Live Gate Lenny.
Hey, so Jermaine, I mean, we obviously talked a lot about Garcia's antics. Do you feel that Haney took him lightly because of his mental state of mind?
Took him lightly. That's tough to say. I think he sold that C minus fighter tag. I don't think he really thought Ryan C minus at all. I don't think it at all. I don't buy it. I think that was just trash talk. I do, but I will say I don't think that Devin thought he was that good. But the C minus stuff that was just trash talk.
Nah, definitely not a C minus.
That's going too far. Yeah.
So, Lou, did you think that stuff played a part? Like all that stuff Ryan was doing, you think that played a part with Haney, or just it is what it is?
It is what it is, man. I think a little thing that had to do with it was, the antics in the a little bit of the antics in the press conference and stuff. Because I realize these guys human, they talk bad to each other, this, that, the other. And I think Devin Haney just wanted to get at him so bad that he lost focus on the fight. Because I thought if this fight was fought again, I don't think it would be that bad.
Me either. I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't like neither one of those fighters, but I'm gonna call it straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Devin Haney is. I don't think he's ever going to get beat like that again.
I agree with you.
Because I'm like, just think about it, y'all. He got dominated.
Yeah.
These knockouts was
crushing
back to back.
Yeah.
Same punch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They teach you this when Floyd got caught by Shane. He got caught by Chop Chop. They never landed that punch ever again in the fight. Yeah,
he took it. That's a great point.
He took it away from a Bernard Hopkins to the same thing. You gonna get me with it 1 or 2 times, but after that, it's turning the water off. Devin Haney for some reason wasn't able to do that. Just think he's known for boxing. He's known for circling the ring, pop shot, and that's what we call him, pop shot. And he did none of that. So I don't think none of that. I just think he abandoned the game plan.
No, I agree. I think he did. This just had me dying. At the moment Garcia identified as a woman on Twitter, Haney lost focus.
That's hilarious, man.
Hey, you wild.
I like the Diddy trash talk, the Diddy references. I definitely think that got under Devin's skin.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, it bothered him. It got personal.
Because Devin is prideful. Devin is somebody who he believes he's the best in the sport, and up until this point, the people that he's beaten, many feel like he's the only one that stepped up to the plate and fought some of the more tougher opponents. So I feel like definitely some of that it worked. The mind games it worked, but he didn't expect for Ryan to come out from the gate swinging like he did.
But you know what? It's wild. He didn't, but it's wild. Like he did that against Tank too, though. Like it goes back to what you see. Like Ryan did the same thing. He went up swinging against Tank, but Tank was moving around. Like so, it wasn't. So it was easy. So he got tired out. Like Ryan showed him showed him his game plan if he wanted to pay attention. I don't know if they really paid attention to what Ryan has been doing late.
That's one fight though. If you watch the Luke Campbell fight, it's the first round was a fill out round. Yeah. If you even watch his fight before that with Duarte, it was a fill out round. He didn't come out. But he came out with a purpose. I think it was bad blood for real.
Well, I'm gonna say this too, but also you have to Devin has to realize you have to have self-awareness. Like I can come and go at you off the rip when I know you don't got no power. So why would I be shy? Real talk. Why would I be shy?
Yeah, you're right. You gotta have some pop to keep them on because you gotta think, man. When boxing, I've never seen a fighter at A or B level that don't have punching power and don't have a chin. I've never seen that before, and that's Devin Haney. He don't have a chin and he don't have no power. So now the blood is in the water. You got Gary
Saying it
Antoine
for me.
Russell. You got Lomachenko. You got
Saying it for me.
Pitbull. You got all these
Blood
fighters
in the
now.
water.
They
I'm
like
just saying,
this.
This is,
Look,
and I like it. Like that's
hey
why I
Ray,
said, like
they
Lou.
like
Go ahead, Lou. Go ahead.
they like this. What? He beat him like that?
Mhm.
Man, send that contract, man.
Yeah,
They ready to get him now,
they're
man.
not thinking
Blood in the
twice
water.
no more at all. They're not thinking
Yeah.
twice no more at all. They want to sign him.
Ooh.
Oh, he said he fresh meat now.
But
Because you
Lou,
call him fresh meat.
Lou made a good
Yeah.
point for him to be like an A-level fighter because this
It's
reminded me
true.
of like Mayorga versus Vernon Forrest. Even when Mayorga dropped his hand, Vernon Forrest was just like this. He wasn't trying to go near him.
Yeah,
I messed up
yeah.
trying to slug with a slugger. After that first fight, he said, I should never did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
That's
true.
That's a good point on the Vernon
It's-
Forrest. That was a good point.
I'm saying it's true though. I'm like, I ain't sure, bro. I ain't sure about them. So I'm gonna go. So Lou, I'm gonna go with you then. You think it's gonna be a rematch? Do you think? Would you want to see a rematch?
I would.
Okay.
I would because it was like I said earlier, man. I just think Devin Haney lost he lost his head.
Mhm.
This look, okay. I want to say what Ray said earlier today. They fought each other in their prime. So
Yeah.
before we go any further, I would like to thank Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia for getting in the ring because this is not
True.
happening too much.
True.
Two guys, 25 years old, stepping in the ring.
That's a good point. Very good point.
You know, not giving up the because Garcia had already lost,
Yeah.
but your reputation's on the line. Just
Yeah, it
think,
is.
just look at it from Garcia's perspective. He
Oh.
just lost the tank.
Yeah. there
He
you
could have
go.
lost 2 of his last 3 fights, and then you know what happened when you lose a
Gatekeeper.
fight like that. Yes, you're a
Yeah,
gatekeeper. They put you to the back of the bus because
Yeah.
Oscar
Mhm.
and the Golden Boys, don't get it twisted. They showed up at the press conference, but where was they when he
Facts.
lost the tank?
Facts.
Where was he?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
facts.
all these fighters, man, they human, so they're going to put it all on the line. And for them to put it all on the line, man, I take my hat off to him. Even though he got his ass kicked, he got up because
Yeah.
he could have quit.
Yeah,
It's true.
That
He
last
could've.
time, man.
Them punches were mean. I'm sorry. He could have quit. Them punches.
Right,
yeah,
They were
yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah. He got hard.
Some
Right.
like messed up, disrespectful punches, bro. Real talk.
because you gotta
Yeah.
think, hey, Jermaine, look at when that last knockdown, he was sitting there like, damn, should I fucking get up, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting
Yeah.
paid, but
Yeah.
he got up.
Yeah.
He got up. They both should be applauded, like you said, man. It really, like I know Devin Haney getting clowned and all that, but really, like I said, man, you got to thank them guys, man, because a lot of guys are not even fighting each other at all. They got all these excuses, talking all this trash, and they ain't getting in the ring. So I thank both of them, man. It gave me a hell of a show.
Hey, let me ask y'all. Y'all both students of the boxing game, and recently on social media, something that was trending was that first round, Hagler Hearns, the way they were going at each other.
Yeah.
And they both stayed standing. I look at Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I'm like, I don't think they could have survived an onslaught like that back in the day.
Hell
Do
no.
you think
No.
that era? You think this era of fighters is just different? And you know, we still haven't gotten to that point where these guys are on that level. The Sugar Rays and Haglers, the Hearns of the world, and Durant.
I think the skill level was there, but I don't think the hunger's there because you got to think these fighters are getting paid a whole lot of money.
Mhm.
Back then, they had to knock each other block off to get paid. So I just think the fighters from the old days, they were hungrier.
Yeah.
And they had to fight harder. Because now you got fighters getting $7-8 million a fight, you know, pay-per-view fight. Back then, they wasn't getting that kind of money, and they fought more frequently. So they can make that, you know, that type of money. So to answer your question, man, I just think that old school boxing is just tougher. Just think of the circumstances that the younger fighters are dealing with now. They making so much money now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're not hungry, man.
They definitely not. And I remember it was a point in time where Sugar Ray Leonard was like, you really could count on one hand how many guys that probably made a million in a fight.
Yeah.
Nowadays you can probably have a guy that probably ain't even a top 10 fighter. He done made $1 million. He done had like 3-4 fights. He done made at least $1 million. So it's definitely a different. These guys not hungry like that no more. They getting paid while they still in prospect mode. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is now.
I just want to say too, because it looks like if Terrence Crawford wins his upcoming fight, then he's going to become the mandatory for the winner of if it's a Fundora rematch against Tim Tszyu. So that means most likely, of course, Ryan Garcia is not going to be able to fight him. But with Gary Anton Russell, he constantly calls out Boots because of their amateur history. And he's saying even though Boots is at 147, he still thinks he can beat him. Somebody said Boots would beat the brakes on Ryan Garcia, keep him away from him. But I don't think that's a foregone conclusion. I think it'll be a good fight, actually, man. Just throwing it out there.
For what?
I don't know.
Lou face got real serious.
I don't know about that, man.
Hold up. So I want to make sure I want to make sure I'm hearing you right.
Paid.
You're saying that Ryan Garcia has a chance with Boots Ennis.
I'm saying it could be a competitive fight. I ain't saying it could be.
All right, I'm gonna tell you
what's your meaning of competitive?
I don't know about that one.
Okay, so if Boots gonna stop it, what round is he gonna stop him? I'll ask you that, then I'll respond to that.
I would say about 4 or 5 rounds.
Woo, you think really?
Yes.
You got to go back. You got to go back and look even with the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. But look when the rounds that Devin was winning. Imagine if he fought a guy with some pop.
Yes. See, I think Ray, you getting caught up into the knockout that Ryan Garcia do. But you're not looking at the fight. Like Jermayne just said, just go look at it round for round. It was
I agree with
Devin Haney was successfully able to do. He just don't have a pop.
True. He don't have a pop.
Got them cannons in his hands, Joe.
Yeah. It was some Ryan went down in the fight. Like it was a certain point in the fight where Ryan was down. Like people do.
Ryan was down a lot. I'm be real with you. I don't argue with the card, to be real with you, for why I had an issue with the 7th round in that fight because I felt like the 7th round messed up the whole fight. If even it went to the decision. I thought like to a point, I didn't have the argument. I know he got knocked down 3 times, but when you look at like the rounds for what it is, we're looking at the real boxing system. Haney won a lot of rounds. Like he won a lot of rounds. You know what I'm saying? And then ref took away a point, which regardless of how we feel about it, in the boxing game, it's still a point taken away. And I felt like there were 2. So to me, like that, was it 9? What was it? 9-7 or what was it? Oh, 9-8? Was it 9-8 that round? Yeah, it was a 9-8 round.
Out, yeah,
it's a 9-8 round. So to me, there were a couple knockdowns he erased off. So I was like, dang, like Ryan about to pay for this because he ain't winning enough rounds. I don't care how many times you knock him out at this time. Like real talk, you lost so many rounds before the other knockdowns. I was like, this fight, you ain't really up with these penalties with the penalty and the knockdowns he took away from you. So I'm like, so it gets to your point. Yeah, like Ryan to me, it looked good because Ryan knocked him down.
The knockdowns make it overshadowed everything else.
Yeah, but on the realness. He lost a lot of rounds, bro.
He did.
He didn't win 9, 10, 11 rounds.
Yeah,
that's not what it was.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, in my opinion, if he fights a guy with more power and more with skill, looking like he looked last fight, then he would probably lose.
So Ray, I'm not. You got your opinion. You can stick with it. I
do like Ryan though. I ain't gonna lie. I do like Ryan Garcia. I'm not an anti Ryan Garcia dude. Ray, no, I root for Ryan Garcia.
I'm not pro Ryan. I'm not necessarily pro Ryan Garcia.
Ryan is not. I'm more pro. Hey, Lou. I'm actually more pro Ryan Garcia than Ray. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I am. Actually.
I mean, Boots does get a lot of knockouts though. He does. I mean, at his weight class. So
he's a big guy.
He's gonna be naturally the bigger guy, man. That's why I think they got weight classes for. It's very few fights that I want to see where a fighter goes up and weight and fight the bigger guy. I just think that's why they got weight classes, body structures, all of that stuff matters when you start breaking down the A-level fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just totally different.
So it is.
So all right, we talk about who would you want to see Haney fight next to them?
Conor Ben.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said Conor Ben. Go ahead, bro.
I don't know. I mean, because you got to think at the 140, everybody's going to be tough because maybe he needs to go down and fight a C-level fighter.
That sounds about,
and I can't think of no names right off the top. They're out there.
They said he got a mandatory with this guy, Sando Martin.
Oh, he's still champion. That's right, because he's still champion. So he still has to. That's
they say he got the mandatory.
Well,
he can get around
I would
that.
take some time off. I would have them extended. Yeah, because he needs some time off, man. He gotta really get his mental back because that ass whooping he took on Saturday, and that shit it takes a lot out of you, man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I've been around boxing for a long time. That shit takes a lot out of you, man.
Lou, you had gave some advice. I can't remember exactly what you said last time you was on with us about when Trayvon Marshall, when he lost the way he did.
Yeah.
But you said he could bounce back. So
He could bounce back.
So you feel like Haney could bounce back as well?
Yes. That's the thing, Ray. He's still young. It ain't like he's 32 or 33 where you're like, damn, I was thinking about retiring. You know what I'm saying? They're young. You know, Trayvon Marshall, he young. He took an L and he bounced back his last fight, and then they're gonna move him right back up. It happens, man. I just think a lot of fighters get caught up in the chasing that Floyd Mayweather. Man.
I want to throw a name out there because kind of when you say he's young and a guy who took a big loss and kind of couldn't bounce back from it, but was one of my favorite fighters when I was younger, Fernando Vargas. Like he got into deep water and he was like he was undefeated. He was in these high price fights. He fought Oscar, I believe he fought
Trinidad.
Too,
he
you know
lost.
what I'm saying? But you know what's gonna help Haney not go that route?
The way his managers move him, the way they move him, they got to move him the right way now because, like I said, man, the blood is in the water, man. All these guys, because
they
now
want it now. They want it.
They want it because you got to realize he's a highly decorated fighter, undisputed, different weight classes. So now you can't take him down but so far. Because it's like people not gonna show up to see you fight Kevin the cab driver. You no longer have permission to do that. Because you're here
now. You're here now.
Yeah, so they just gotta find the right opponent for him and just get him past this mental block, man. Because I was watching that fight over and over again. Man, he got fucked up.
It's the way you keep saying it. It's the way Lou keeps saying it.
No, this loss might have been the best thing for him, for real, based off what Lou said. I mean, this loss might have been the best thing for him because look, if Ryan clipped him up, now imagine what would have happened on a smaller stage if somebody else would have clipped him up. I think this is probably the best thing to happen to him, man.
Got you. Okay. You saying if somebody would upset a smaller fighter,
a guy that's not as popular, like a Matthias or someone else would have got to him, man. They probably would have even threw more bum type names on Devin Haney. Devin Haney ain't no bum. He's still a top tier fighter, but he got clipped up. It happened.
That's a good point. I didn't think about it that way. That it's probably better off that he did this happen to him against Ryan than somebody else. Yeah, with more power, but like a lower tier fighter.
Now imagine if Pitbull Cruz did this, and how much of a laughing stock he would have been then.
That's true. That's true.
You're like, oh man, Tank beat him, and then look what he just, you know what I'm saying? He beat him with one arm, you know, because they said
Luke get one arm, that's
with one hand or something like that. And a little short miniature guy come up to 140 and smash him. You know, little 5'3" guy just beat him up like that. You know how that would have looked.
Yeah, and that's why Ryan didn't take a lot of flack when he lost to Tank. Tank. Yeah, he's an A-level fighter, so it's Tank, and he lost, and that's why he was able to still get this fight with Devin Haney because it's like he didn't lose to a journeyman or a secret fighter. He lost to the top predator.
Yeah, I'd rather lose somebody with this type of popularity than lose to some guy with 6-7 losses and you know what I'm saying. Then you really got like, man, what? I really wasn't all that good. You know, that some type of thing will play on your mind. You lost to a guy that you already got familiarity with and all that. I mean, come on now, you come back from that.
You think that played a part though too for Garcia, knowing that for Garcia we talked about Haney, but for Garcia knowing that he fought him 6 times, like he was like, you know what, I already know what this dude's about. When I get in this ring, it is what it is. I'm gonna start with you, Jermaine. You think that played a part?
Yeah, you can say it did. I mean, I even looked in the dressing room. Ryan was like, man, I'm gonna kill this dude.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, he was
like he had no fear, Devin, man. He already went in with the game plan. Like, man, I ain't even tripping off this weight, man. He knew he wasn't gonna make 140 anyway. He knew this already. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was gonna come in full strength. He had no fear. They already fought. I don't see how you can be scared of a guy you done fought 6 times. That's like going against your brother in the backyard. Like, you ain't scared of them. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do to scare me now. You know what I'm saying? I just seen you already. I kind of slept on that myself.
Yeah. Lou, what about you, bro?
Man, what was the question again?
No, I was saying like he fought him 6 times. You feel like that made Ryan comfortable? Like Ryan already knew what time it was?
Yeah, it's definitely, if you fight somebody 6 times, man, you kind of know it ain't too much wrinkles that he's going to come out with new.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not too much stuff he's going to show me that I'm not familiar with. I just think that Ryan watched a little bit of tape. He came in there with that extra 3 pounds. He didn't have to drain himself down. So it was a lot of stuff he knew going into the fight that he had an advantage.
Exactly.
And he had a conflict because he was in there singing. Mike Tyson came in his locker room.
I know.
You would think he already won the fight.
Yeah, he already knew what was up, man. He
Yeah.
tried to fool us with all the little antics and got people thinking the fight should be canceled and all this stuff. Man, come on, man. He played them, man. He
I
played
only got one more question. So,
Go ahead, Ray.
based on what y'all said, is this Ryan's ceiling? Is this the highest that he can reach in boxing, or can he elevate his game, or can he make some changes to make himself even better fighter? Because y'all like he's food for pretty much everybody. 147. So, is this the best of Ryan Garcia we saw this past weekend?
No, I don't think so. I just
so
think
young
like
too,
with Ryan Garcia, with his size and his speed and his power, he has the capability of changing the complexion of a fight at any given time. Whenever you got that type of power and hand speed and length and strength, you're gonna always be in the in the top tier. So I just think with Derek James with him, I think this is the second fight together.
Yeah.
I just think with Derek James in his corner, I think he can do some more damage because he said he didn't really train. Ain't that what he said? He said, I mean, that's what he said.
I know.
He said he was
tell,
drinking every day and he really didn't take
Wilder.
the fight seriously. So on that note, I think he has a little more to show to answer the question.
What about you, Jermaine? What about you?
I think he got more to show to it also, but it goes back to like what's his plan going forward. He talking all this crazy stuff about fighting this guy. You got to know your limits too about where you can, with your career, man. You talking about going up to 154 and all this stuff, man. I don't know if he can handle that, man. But as far as if he can stay within maybe because he's basically a catchweight fighter, really. Yeah. But if he can stay from 140, 147, he should have a solid career going forward. But he's away from 154. I don't know if he should do that.
Lou, I'm going to go to you with this question. You mentioned Derek James. Did you see a big difference in this fight compared to what you've seen from Ryan Garcia in prior fights?
Yeah, I do. A little more discipline. Okay. I mean, although he go off and do
that little
shoulder roll and stuff. It's just certain fighters, and this is what I heard when I heard Derek James say this. It made sense. He said it's certain fighters that you're never going to be able to get them to listen to you 100%. You live with a high percentage of them following your directions, and that's what you go. And I think that's the type of relationship, trainer and fighter relationship that they have together. So I've seen some putting these combinations together. And because Ryan, he used to be the type of fighter where he want to admire his work. He'll throw a few punches and land and want to stay there. He's been keeping his head off the line a little more than I've seen him since he's been with Derek James. So
what about you? What about you, Jermaine? Did you see anything different?
Yeah, like I said on Twitter, man. I definitely think that he shortened up his shots, man. I don't think that left hook didn't look so wide like how he fought Tank. It wasn't just looping. He shortened it. He shortened the right hand. I think his punches were a little more technical from a technical standpoint. You know what I'm saying? The discipline, like Lou said too, man. I definitely think he's way more disciplined. I don't feel like he had like that trainer that really could get after him. You know what I'm saying? I know he tried to run the goosing when he fought Tank. That didn't work out at all. He's a very relaxed guy. Don't really get in your face. You said I don't know if y'all remember when Derek James had to calm him down because he came back to the corner dancing.
Derek James was like, listen, like you tell your son, listen to me, son. I need you to do this. I was like, he got him on that one.
Yeah, again, that's what he needs, man. He don't need to get rid of him at all. That's the trainer that he needs to stick with for now, for sure.
That's hilarious. So I mean, we do the show out of DMV, and Ray mentioned one of the dudes that we like to cover. I mean, Gary Antoine Russell. We trying to like look at between these two, who does he have a better chance of fighting? You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of flack on YouTube.
Before we answer that, man, he definitely need to be paying y'all because y'all done brought his name up about 10 times.
Bro, that's the homie. I'm gonna keep it. That's the homie. Like, and I just feel like I got him on our YouTube, and every time we post them, somebody got something smart to say. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm always like, all right, well, it's this going to be on YouTube for them people who watch the show. I'm gonna give them another one. You know what I'm saying? So, who between these two dudes, like, who do you feel is more likely for him to fight? And I'm gonna start with you, Lou.
You talking about Gary Antoine Russell?
Antoine, yeah, Gary Antoine.
Who between two? You talking about who he want to fight?
Who could he between these two? Who is more likely for him to fight?
Haney and Garcia. Between
Haney
those,
and Garcia. Who is he more
Man, I would think it's more so be Garcia now because
likely? Okay.
I think Haney is looked at like if he want to go the route of easy prey, he
Yeah.
can go that route. But if you want to go the route and say, I want a stiffer competition, I think Ryan at this point would be a stiffer competition because Ryan and Gary Antoine Russell will go into that fight knowing that left hook is there.
Oh, okay. I
You know
got
what I'm saying? If he fight a Devin Haney, what do I have to fear? I'm going to walk you down because guess what? You ain't going to be able to stop me. You don't have the punching power and you don't have the chin. So when you touch me, I'm going to walk through it. But when I touch you, I'm going to make it count. So I would think more so Garcia.
Got you. All right. So what you, Jermayne?
Repeat the question again because I need a little more clarity. I think.
So my bad. What I was saying is like between these two, two dudes that we're talking about in Garcia and Haney, for Gary Antoine Russell, which other two is more likely for him to fight? Like, is a better chance for him to fight?
Like as far as just win, or you think more like?
Just fight, just to fight, because a lot of people say he's not active, whatever. But which one of the two, if he had is the likelier person to fight?
That's tough. I do like Lou point. I mean, I just don't even think that he would be on the table for either one because I don't think Oscar would put Ryan in there versus Gary. I don't think he'd do it. I don't think he'd do it. Me and I think Haney will fight anybody. I think Ryan really will fight anybody too. But Ryan got somebody backing him, and Oscar. I don't see Oscar putting him nowhere near a guy like Gary because Gary will blow that party up real quick. You know what I'm saying? He's on a high, Ryan on a high horse right now. You don't put him in there versus a decorated amateur like Gary Antoine. He's gonna blow that show up, man. It won't even last but 3-4 months before we won't even be talking about Ryan to Gary take that fight. You know what I'm saying? That is the wrong. You don't do that. Don't put him in there versus Gary. Don't do it. I'm kind of trying to figure out why Antoine not fighting a guy like Pitbull Cruz or something like that. I think he could. I don't understand that one, but that's another.
It's Al Heyman, man, but they loyal to him though. So I think that's what it is. Bro. Yeah, he was there. Though. He pulled up.
Would you say, Lou?
He hasn't fought in a while. When the last time he fought?
Bro,
he fought last year at the Harbor.
The Harbor.
Yeah.
National Harbor. That was last
National
fight.
Harbor last time.
But
he did say though, obviously, his father passing did take a toll on him.
Oh yeah, he took some time off there. Yeah,
he did take some time off. So it was like kind of hard for him. So
I don't see no real popular fighter giving Gary opportunity. I think Gary really just gonna have to go in there and fight 3 times a year and just knock off some guys that to create some steam. I don't see why anybody would just give Gary a chance. I mean, he's too like high risk, low reward. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's a bad style matcher. He's gonna get in your grill. And ain't nobody gonna want to fight that type of guy.
Constant pressure.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate y'all being on, man. This has been dope, man. Before we let you go, man, Lou, I'm gonna start with you. How can folks catch your content, and how can they catch you on social media, my man?
Man, y'all can find me at Live with Light Skin Lou on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm gonna make sure I get this right because the lovely Kiki, she said you gotta be, gotta be on your game.
Yeah, put it all out there, Lou. Put it all out there.
Live with Light Skin Lou on Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook, and our YouTube is Live with Light Skin Lou. And we on every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Love it, bro. Love it. Yeah, you make sure y'all check them out, man. For real, good, great content, man.
Get the TikTok, Lou. Get the TikTok, man. All them young boxes you had.
Yeah, we on TikTok too. We on TikTok.
Oh, all right.
TikTok.
You on TikTok? Okay, cool. I'm just learning. I'm just learning about TikTok. Hey, Jermayne, tell folks how they can catch your great content, man. YouTube. On X, man, y'all have some great breakdown in boxing, man. Let the folks know how they can catch you, man.
Yeah. Follow me and bro on Adams Boxing Show Twitter. We gotta get a little more active on the YouTube. We definitely killed Twitter, but we definitely gotta get back on YouTube. Definitely appreciate you, Ray. Whoa. Hey, Lou, I'm definitely gonna get up with you on Twitter, man. I definitely enjoy listening to you talk. Man, I can listen to you talk about boxing all day.
I appreciate it, brother.
I'm gonna holler at you for sure, man.
Yeah, I'm writing your information down. Adams Boxing Show.
Yeah. We on Twitter.
Man,
get up with me, man.
Let's follow
Lou,
each
you
other,
acting
man.
real
Continue
fit.
to
You acting
support.
your age now, Lou. He got the pen in his hand, boy. He got the
No, Lou been. I ain't gonna lie.
all
Lou's
you need
been.
is some
No,
glasses,
Lou.
Lou.
I ain't gonna
You
hold
know
you.
what
I've
I'm
been peeping game. I ain't want. Lou been real
Put it in
professional,
your
real quick.
phone, Lou.
No,
Come
Lou
on,
been real
man.
professional, bro. I see him
Hey, Lou
taking
old
notes.
school, man.
No,
He
he
old
Search it,
doing.
school,
Lou.
man.
No, he doing
Look.
like a real pro. Don't get it twisted, Ray. Don't do
Hey,
that.
hey, look, Lou out there
Lou,
getting numbers. He
Ray,
still getting numbers
bro.
with the pen and paper, man. He don't look
Look,
like the
hey,
wood.
don't hate on me. Don't hate on greatness, dog. Don't hate
No,
on
hey
me.
Lou, I peep game like dog. I was like, you doing real work. You a real pro, bro. Real talk. That's how I
Hey,
look at it. You know what I'm saying?
hey, Lou, you have to tell him who your brothers are, man, when we get off here, bro.
This is
Oh, yeah. The Peterson brothers, Lamar
Yeah.
Peterson, Anthony Peterson. Those my brothers.
Oh man, I can see the resemblance, man. You look just like you look just like Anthony Peterson.
They
You the
look
oldest
just
brother?
alike, man.
yeah.
No, I'm the middle.
That's
you
I
crazy.
got 6 brothers.
That man 50. He look
Oh,
look
man.
good, don't he?
Yeah, I know, man. This
Yeah.
dude is not like Lou does not look
He ain't
anything, bro.
aged,
Lou is the
man.
younger looking dude, bro. Father Time does not have
Hey,
anything on Lou, bro.
look,
Real
before
talk.
Lou, you could have told me that was your brother. What I would have said something bad about him, Lou, man. I ain't know that was your brother, man. Come on, man. You gotta say
No,
something next time.
one thing I will say, I had a situation like that.
Yeah.
The guy was, he was going on and on and on. And I was like, damn, why am I getting hot? I was like, I'm steaming inside. But then I told the guy it's my brother, and he was like, oh, okay. But I'm all for people having their own opinion, as long as it's not disrespectful.
Facts.
Right.
Because, at the end of the day, y'all, I don't think none of us put the gloves on the fort.
There you go.
So you can never say a fighter's a bum or he's washed up.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'm
know what I'm
glad you
saying?
said that.
That's what makes me mad because we cover boxing and these guys put their lives on the line.
Mhm.
So to say that a guy's a bum or he sucked, that dog, that's not cool. Because these guys put their life on the line. I ain't never had the courage to put the gloves on, and I ain't saying I'm a punk, but boxing is just
it's different.
it's different, man. You don't play boxing.
Hey,
You don't.
hey, I'm gonna just say this real quick. Anthony, he the one that he sold me on Tank that we ain't seen the best of Tank yet. He was like, trust me, you ain't even seen Tank show his best yet. Like Ryan Garcia won competition for him.
Yeah.
I was like, I respect him. They've been in the gym with him, like you kind of saying. So
Yeah. No, I definitely I agree with everything you said, Lou, man. I can put that into any sport, to be real with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, it's funny. I tell Ray the story. Like folks will say a dude a bum and hooping, and I remember this dude who went to University of Maryland College Park. The dude and he balled at Sports Fit. He played for the Turf. He was on the bench.
Sterling led better.
Yeah, and everybody be like,
that.
folks, yeah. And he used to give everybody in business Sports Fit when he played. And I was like, they were like, yeah, he played for College Park. He get a playing time. Nope. From that point on, I knew like stop calling folks bums.
Yeah,
dog.
it's
Don't
levels
do
of this shit.
Great.
I asked Lewis Sportfield, like, you ever got in the ring with your brothers? He's like, hell no.
What?
I'm like, they little brothers, man. Come on, man. He's like, nah, I ain't stupid.
Joe. I know my lane, dog. I ain't. Oh, sir, they do this for a living, champ.
Yeah.
Sorry, but Tank barely made it. I ain't know.
Oh, come on, Mel. Come on, Mel. Don't do that. Hey, Tank is real out here, man.
She must. I mean, she likes Ryan. You can tell, man. She a Ryan.
What she
Garcia
mean?
fan.
Sorry, but Tank barely made it.
What does that mean? Though? I don't know what that means. Ray, you know what that means?
Yeah. I'm trying to get an understanding of that
She
one.
all right. She thought he all right. She
Aight.
said he all right. Oh, he said he all right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. On that note,
Hey, y'all, we about to end the show. We definitely end the
Thanks
show.
for tuning in,
Yeah,
y'all.
Thanks y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Before we end this show, hey, make sure you subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, tune in, and iHeartRadio. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. Also follow us on X at Urban Sports Scene, IG at Urban Sports Scene, and like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. If you all are watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our Urban Sports Scene YouTube channel. Like this video, and also hit the red subscribe button. We would really, truly appreciate it. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. And if you want to check out the website of the Urban Sports Scene, just go to www.urbansportscene.com. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate Lou, my man Jermayne. Y'all the real MVPs, man. We definitely appreciate it. This has like been dope. This actually, when I put this together, like last minute, this is what I envisioned, and it's perfect. Thanks to Ray too, man. Ray Clutch too. for suggestions. I ain't gonna lie
Throw
to you.
me in there then, bro. That's what's up.
I did, bro. You said you clutched dog in your suggestions, dog. Real talk.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to
Real
bring my
talk,
light
bro.
skin- I had to bring my
He
light skin,
said
bro.
beige don't fade, baby. You know what it is.
Don't
All right,
hate.
now we ending this joint. Anyway, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for ages. You dig? Deuces. We are out.